to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call of members.
Stephen Hammerlin.
Here.
Gary Speaker.
Here.
Gary Shaw.
Here.
Neil Baumgartner.
Here.
And Kim Paskowitz. Here.
Are there any announcements that anyone has to make? Okay.
The American Legion will be going into the schools again. The American Legion will be going into the schools again this year, probably in September, October, November. We teach Americanism. We teach them how to fold the flag. We teach inside the schools. Instructors, we go in uniform. Very well received. Expect to meet with Dr. David Moore sometime next week or after, discuss the program. We call it Vets in the Classroom.
Anybody else have anything they want to announce? Well, everyone here knows that there'll be a celebration of life for Butch Dawson at 3:30 at the VFW. Anyone that would want to attend is more than welcome. Okay, anybody else? Okay, we need approval for the minutes. Everyone should have received them by email. So we need a motion for, well, are there any additions, deletions, corrections?
No.
So we need a motion to accept.
I'll make a motion to accept the Fred.
By Neil, by Gary. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, okay. I guess that's done. I don't see anyone for public input, so I guess there's none of that. Unfinished business. Is there anything that needs to be discussed as unfinished business? Guess not. So we're moving right along quick today. New business. On the list is Patriots Day for 9/11. I guess we need a discussion on that one because it doesn't look like the police are getting involved this year. So it's up to us. I think we can combine with the VFW and the American Legion and probably put something together that'll be nice and dignified. I can speak for the VFW. I know we're in.
I believe Peter Puzo is doing something.
Do you know what? Or where?
It can't be at the American Legion because of all the construction.
All right. Push the button.
I believe it cannot be held at the American Legion because of the construction that's going on. But I believe there'll be some light marching and music. But as far as anything large, probably won't happen.
So that he's not planning a ceremony in the park.
That I don't know. I'd have to ask him.
But the city would allow us to plan a ceremony in the park.
Yes, so if you all would like to do a ceremony, we can allow that to take place at the park. We can offer our assistance. I just want to be clear, the police department hasn't gotten clarification from the county yet if they are going to move forward with their ceremony. The county last year wanted to do a county-wide event at one location as opposed to splitting their assets all over the county. So our police department agreed to join them last year, which was then canceled due to COVID. So they're waiting to see if they're going to resume with that again. So my question to you all is, if the police department isn't involved, do you want to go forward with a ceremony at the Veterans Memorial or however you guys want to do it?
I'll get in contact with the American Legion and we'll try and plan something for Riverview Park. It's always a nice venue. I'll let you know as soon as possible.
Okay, thank you. We just need to know, start time. Do we need to shut the roads down? Do we need to do road closures for it? Seating, stuff like that, or
Right.
will it be something smaller, on a smaller scale? Just kind of those details so that we can finalize our plans, and if we need to bring staff in, to put up the podium, speakers, all that stuff, then we just need to know all that.
Okay, good. Gary said that, the Sons of American Legion's planning something, and I know Barefoot Bay is planning something, and there's probably something going on in Vero. So we'll have to see if we can work everything in conjunction, because
We'll talk.
we'll figure it out. Any other input on a 9/11 ceremony?
Other than, the last ceremony that we had in the park, the people were complaining, the handicapped people, that they couldn't get parked closer because the police car was there, they wanted to park in closer and because the handicaps were blocked off, that's what it was. So we need to work on something for the handicap.
Yeah, I know.
The police cars blocked off, all the handicap parking by the park.
Yeah, I
So
know what you
we-
mean. There's like 6 handicap spots, and the road was closed where they lost 3 of them, we'll say. Or
Right.
at least half of the handicap parking in that area was
Blocked off.
closed. Maybe the barricade could be moved on an angle where you could still use those parking spaces, but no through traffic.
So what we can do is we can just begin to reallocate those handicap spots for special events and identify additional spots that are not within the closed road perimeter. The reason we close it down there is because if we do it any further, then people get to that point and they have to try to turn around, where the location that we close it down, they're forced to have to turn into the overflow lot.
Right.
So what we can do is we can just identify via signage, temporary ADA accessible handicap spots further down, or
Okay.
right next to the existing ones
Right.
that are not within that perimeter.
Okay, great, because they were very upset. People were, okay.
Is there anything else on the new business? Anyone?
No,
Okay, so items for the next agenda, for the next meeting, which would be in October 3rd, I guess. The only thing coming up of importance around that time would be the Veterans Day service, because that would be November 11th, of course. And we'd have time to put that together. That is the VFW's responsibility this year. So we'll make it a point to have the plans in place. I will tell you, I will not be there. I'll be attending a wedding back in New York, but we will have somebody covering for me.
okay.
If you have any ideas or suggestions for Veterans Day ceremony, let us know.
Okay,
And Mr. Chair, if I may, at the October 3rd meeting, we'll discuss Veterans Day and also Pearl Harbor. And Pearl Harbor is going to be this year handled by the American Legion. Since that's kind of our meeting that'll happen prior to both of those events. And then if you all have anything else to add to the agenda, just try to get it to me a week before every meeting, so then that way I can get it on the agenda for discussion.
okay. I have something to add.
Which one?
It's button's pushed. On the 4th of July, everything went well. The only thing is American Legion had a bus for the honor guard, but I feel that we should do something more personal for the honor guard, like the trailer, like we discussed, because the bus kind of took off and picked up other people, and was I thought the honor guard was left stranded in a way, and I just don't want that to happen next year. For the seniors that wanted to get on and off the bus, it was not accessible. That was my understanding, anyway.
If you look at the minutes, it wasn't the city's responsibility.
No, I know, but we had that discussion about getting a trailer,
Right,
and
but
then
it
Gary
was,
got a bus, but,
it wasn't the city's responsibility, it was the organization, whoever.
yeah, Gary was organizing that, but the bus kind of took off, so, I mean, it wasn't for just the honor guard, it was for the, I guess, the city of
Okay.
Sebastian. And I just didn't want that to happen again. I think the bus should stay where it needs to stay, not go off.
I apologize, I don't know what bus you're talking about. The
Well,
city did not
it was
have a bus there.
Well, Gary, okay, but,
There was there was a trailer there.
there was a trailer there for
Yes.
the honor guard?
The trailer met everybody back at Davis Street.
Uh-huh,
So the object was get them in the veterans bus, transport them out to Davis Street, where some of them got out
uh-huh,
and got on the float. And some of them did not want to go on the float, and they stayed in the bus.
okay, but I thought the trailer was supposed to be behind the honor guard so they can get on and off if they need to,
Well,
and get water when they wanted.
I know that there were chairs on the float.
Uh-huh,
Some guys wanted to ride, some guys did not want to get on the float because they didn't want to climb them steps to get in and on the float.
But
So
that-
they stayed in the bus.
I mean, that's a great discussion, but that really has nothing to do with the city of Sebastian.
Right.
So that would be between our organizations more than the Veterans Advisory Council.
Yeah, and the one thing I'll say is, once you all discuss it amongst yourselves, if there's a different way we need to line up, and move a potential bus right behind the honor guard, we can always work those details out on site. Or if you let me know beforehand, then I can always make sure that they're in that location. That's the only thing that we can handle from a city standpoint is
Okay.
ensuring the order that happens,
okay,
going forward.
Yeah,
All right.
we had a year to figure that one out. And I do want to compliment, the parade was great.
yeah,
Great turnout by the public, the man directing people as to where to go was very good. I was told where to go a couple times. But, yeah, no, I think it was a successful parade, so
yeah,
congratulations.
welcome. Okay.
Items for anything else for the next agenda again? Last call?
Nope.
We're gonna be out of here in a big hurry. We need a motion for adjournment.
Don't we have a guest in the,
Oh,
Fred Jones?
Vice Mayor, would you like to? Okay.
He
okay.
was at the parade.
Oh, yeah, he was.
Okay, so we'll need a motion for adjournment.
Okay.
Okay, Stephen, Neil, all those in favor? Well, you don't need a vote on adjournment. Okay, we're done. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.